process, theology rethinks what it means for God to have knowledge and what it means for God to be powerful. And it does this on behalf of the preservation of God as good, God as love. For process thought, the classical tradition has not answered in a satisfactory way why it is that God doesn't stop genuine evil if God has the power to do so. And so we believe in a sense, we misconceived those notions in the tradition, and they require rethinking now. So God is not omnipotent in the classical sense. God is not omniscient in the classical sense.
And so that means that the tension between the all-powerful God and the all-good God is skewed heavily to the all-good. God is all good, but just lacks the power. Is that an oversimplification? I know it's an oversimplification, but
It is an oversimplification, but think of it's sort of, we get to the question of worship again. What kind of power is worthy of worship? The power of Hitler, or the power of Mother Teresa, right? Worthy of admiration. The process thought will not elevate power over goodness. Goodness is the primordial trait through which God lives, and all other traits should be seen in light of it, and not succumbing it into these other traits, if you want.
So the process God's approach to the problem of evil would prioritize God's goodness over God's power, and it's this sort of process that the evil just occurs and that God cannot, certainly does not, but cannot prevent it.
That's right. Divine power on a process scheme is not seen to be coercive. It's not the type of power that can stop horrendous things from happening.
That's quite different from the traditional Christian approach, maybe exemplified by Alvin Plantinger's free will defense,
Right.
where God has power, but God just chooses not to intervene in order to protect human freedom. So, very different approach to the problem of evil.
Very different approaches. Plantinga's is a defense rather than a full-blown theodicy, as he himself admits, and he's done some great work, certainly. But David Ray Griffin and Al Plantinga have been in a long debate, emerging with two books by Griffin that are really worth looking at in the theodicy question. One more comment I'll add is that when you look at the power of God in a Christian framework, which is my framework, what do you see in the life of Christ? You don't see an exhibition of overruling power, as Whitehead says. You see a power that is there to be discerned in a persuasive, small way. Like Jung says, most people don't see God because they don't look low enough. The tyrant God with omnipotent power that could stop things and doesn't, I think, has done a lot of damage.